Hey y'all. Look, I'm back. Tamar won. What? What? I haven't watched Celebrity Big Brother. Hey Noir King. I'm only back because I said I would be. Let me turn this background off. Oops, that's the same thing. Oops, that's the same thing. Oops, 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 oops. Hey, I'm gonna learn how to rap one day. What's up, y'all? I said I was coming back on the ATLien channel since I spent so much time on the Michelle Brown channel. Um, encouraging drama. I guess that's what they say. Um, yes, I'm glad you caught me live. I guess I need to share it. I don't know what I'm doing. I was just like, I wanted to go ahead and do it before I get comfortable. Because if I get comfortable, y'all wasn't going to see me for another day or two, honey. I heard you could rap, but I can't sing. I might can sing better than I can rap, though. Hold on, let me share this on somewhere. I don't know where I'm going to share it. Let me see if the people in on the Twitter care about me. I haven't been on Instagram today either. I'm so lame. You in bed? You about to fall asleep? I really just wanted to talk about the whole Jasmine Eiland situation because I feel like the whole internet owes that girl an apology. I really do. Um, I just feel like we hadn't like really talked much about it after, the whole thing blew up. She went home. Dominique Williams, which is the man who was accused of the assault and who was on the video with her, was actually arrested. He's been in jail since then. Remember, his attorney came. She started a YouTube channel, child, and she came on and, was defending her client on YouTube, which I thought was a horrible idea. But, I'm not the legal brain in the situation. And we talked about that. So I just figured since we had already talked about all of those things, we could continue. If you recall, the second girl came forward. We reviewed that video. The girl was saying, last September, she went on a date with him and she felt woozy. She ended up going to his house, to get her car or whatever. He was like, come inside, chill for a minute. You may have had a little bit too much to drink. And she said when she woke up, her pants was split and her bodysuit was torn and her body was achy and she didn't know what had happened. So that girl has actually, spoken with authorities as well because she was getting a lot of flack. Like everybody was on her back too. Not only were they on Jasmine Eiland, calling Jasmine Eiland a hoe, saying she ain't have on no drawers and she was twerking and all of this. They was also on the second girl saying, why you didn't, go to the police when it happened. So yes, hot wax. Yes, it's a whole video. If you go back, it's like 3 or 4 videos I did, and it's called Second Woman Comes Forward, and we actually listened to her entire video. She did like a 10-15 minute video, basically telling her account of the situation. Well, she appeared in court. And she told her story to the judge. Not only did the judge believe her, but he decided to send Dominique Williams, the case forward to the grand jury to hear the case. So now they got to go to trial, honey. It's a full-blown criminal case. He has been charged with aggravated sodomy and rape and all kind of other charges, but it's on straight from the A. You may have seen the video that I just uploaded before this. It was like Channel 2 went live in the courtroom. For those of you who like courtroom dramas, I love like sitting and watching what happened in the courtroom, and I haven't even finished watching it yet, but I uploaded it so that I could put it on the site along with the post. But yeah, it's just a lot. I just feel like the whole internet owes that girl an apology. Like the way they dragged her and all these people was like, this the real story. And she was pretending she was in a porn and she was this and she was that. No, that girl was drugged. She could barely hold her head up, and we sat there and watched it, and everybody kiki like it was like some sort of like, reality show or some shit. That girl was assaulted. And yeah, so it's just, I just wanted to come through and say that really quickly. I don't even know if I'm going to stay on long because I'm sure y'all don't want to sit here and talk about that. Y'all got a lot of drama to catch up on YouTube. You said you always believed her. I did too. Oh, in addition to Dominique Williams going to jail, well, he's in jail, going to trial, she has decided through her attorneys to file a lawsuit against the nightclub. So, Jasmine Eiland, if you Google it, because look, I wasn't prepared. I'm not going to play the videos and all that, but it's on straight from the A, and it's also on the Google. But her attorney, Chris Stewart, they had a press conference the other day where they, pretty much announced that they were filing a lawsuit against the club for not having adequate security. Everybody has a reasonable, assumption of safety, when they go out to a club, and no one deserves to be drugged and taken advantage of in the middle of a nightclub, and nobody helped. Nobody. So not only did nobody help, but if y'all recall the video, the man basically picked her up and carted her out while people were watching. So wherever he took her, I think some of the club the people who worked in the club actually testified on their behalf and said that yeah, it's a lot going on. So I just wanted to come through and talk about that because, the whole YouTube owes that girl an explanation. I mean, an apology. You said security guards as well as Jasmine should sue. Yeah, I wanted to read a little bit of it. Let me find it. If I can find it. Hold on. Here it is. The club, actually, the nightclub's attorney said the safety of our guests is our main priority, and we will always uphold the highest standard of security. He emailed this statement to the AJC. We have worked diligently with the Atlanta Police Department to assist with this ongoing investigation. The legal action filed today involving the club will be defended vigorously. Eiland, who is originally from East St. Louis, was in town on January 19th as a part of her birthday celebration, and she streamed it all live on Facebook. You go on YouTube, type in her name, you'll see all of it. According to the police report, Eiland was dancing on the dance floor when an unidentified man assaulted her. We now know who that is. Eiland's attorney says she can be heard in the video screaming for the man to stop and calling for help. Her phone was attached to a hook on her hand, and so she was unable to remove it. Atlanta police contacted the man identified in the video, and his name, Dominique Williams, 34. He turned himself in to authorities on January 29th in connection with the sexual assault. He remains in Fulton County Detention Center and faces aggravated sodomy charges. Eiland told police someone put drugs in her drink. Channel 2 previously reported Stewart said they were still awaiting the results of toxicology, but video from that night shows that Eiland was clearly in and out of consciousness. According to the lawsuit, the suspect carried Eiland to an outdoor patio and sexually assaulted her again. An unknown man is heard in the video of the attack telling the suspect to stop, and we saw that as well. Video of the sexual assault has since been removed from Facebook. The incident raised questions concerning the venue's security. According to Stewart, the venue had about 1/4 the amount of security required for a concert of that size. He declined to say how many were working the night of the attack. Following the attack, another alleged victim, said she was also sexually assaulted by Williams after having 2 drinks with him. And he's in jail. He's in jail, y'all. And Jasmine Eiland can finally, somewhat get some justice out of the situation. So you said you also heard the other lady's story too. Exactly, because the story was too similar. It's like the common denominator was this one man, and both of these girls lost consciousness. It's something wrong with that. So that being said, I'm really stoked that she's finally getting the justice that she deserves. Y'all talking about Tamar? Let me see what y'all talking about in this. Not trying to be insensitive, but yes, send his ass under the jail and sue the club. Nah, sue the club. Nah, sue the club. Yeah, I mean, both. Why not both? She's entitled. She's entitled. That's your word, Santa Barbara. Stoked. You're really stoked. So I look, y'all talk about Tamar one, CBV, Nightclub should be liable. That's BS. The video was so disturbing. It was disturbing, Miss Hari. It was disturbing. You only have to reach a minimum threshold to send a case to the grand jury. It's the grand jury that determines if a case goes to trial. That is why so many police don't get charged. Okay, thank you, A View from Tracy. Told you I'm not the legal mastermind here. I don't know all that. I just know he was in court. And his attorney was telling them that, it wasn't enough information, but apparently the judge felt it was. So there's that. Michelle, you're live all day. I've been at work, but now I'm here. I'm not live all day. I was live this afternoon, and now I'm live now. But all day long, I have been on Straight from the A. But yeah, I just wanted to come through because I wasn't on ATLien earlier. If you haven't, there's a whole hour and 45-minute video of tomfoolery over on the Michelle Brown channel. It's also in the community tab on this channel. Let me see. I've only been live for 12 minutes. Look at this. I'll take a few calls if you would like. If not, I'm about to hang up and go and finish watching The Handmaid's Tale. I'm gonna go finish watching The Handmaid's Tale. Let me see. Y'all getting hugs. Hey, Juno. Hey, Juno. Noir, you want to call? We want to hear your voice, Noir. You just finished the workout? Oh, okay. Well, we can't hear from you. Let me see. Hi, Sarah. Hi. Hey, squad. What's up, Sam J? Go to bed, I am Mullen. I appreciate your support. We are not talking about anything in particular. Like, literally, I just came on because I uploaded that video of the court situation, and I kind of wanted to briefly touch on the Jasmine Eiland situation and tell people they owe that girl an apology. But other than that, I feel like we covered all the bases that I need to cover earlier. That's how my mind works, honey. It's like I'm drained. Like I done gave y'all an hour and 45 minutes. So, I didn't even put the damn number in there. 718-362-6360. And the PIN number is 942-7819. There you go. You didn't miss a thing. You can't sleep, I know I'm gonna be like literally watching my favorite show in about 20 minutes. 8359, you're on the line.
Hey, Michelle.
Hi. This Noir?
Hey, Noir.
Yes. Everybody was waiting on your call, honey. I'm like, oh.
Look, I just came to make my call really fast. I just wanted to call and say I'm so proud of you. Like, the way you handle yourself and the way that you, like, I came in that last live, like, really late, but when I came in, when I said that you was in the street swinging, I just had to call and say, I'm really proud of you for the way you stand up for yourself and how you don't let nobody bully you around and how you just stand tall. And regardless of what the situation was about me, I caught on to it later on, but I just called to say, like, regardless of what's thrown against you, I'm really, really proud. And
thank you.
Inspiration to see somebody like you just really just standing firm in what you mean and what you say.
Thank you.
I just wanted to call and just really show my appreciation, just to say thank you for just being a light and just inspiring all of us. Because I
Oh,
mean, what we're faced with now in the black community with that, we're all under attack, both black men and black women, and that's from the outside and the inside.
mm-hmm.
So for us to like at least come together and just tighten up the ranks to at least appreciate those that really just help us out the way you do and just give us information, make us laugh, and we just come together and just be cool. I really appreciate that. I just want to say thank you for that and thank everybody in the chat because the small community that we do have, I really appreciate that on a daily basis.
Oh, thank you, and I appreciate all of y'all. I really do. I was never like comfortable being here, not on YouTube, not
Right,
in front of no
exactly.
camera, none of that. But I appreciate y'all because it's y'all, the supporters, that I appreciate the most. I love talking to y'all. So.
Exactly. All right, that's all I got to say.
All right, thanks, Noir.
All right, no problem.
All right, good night. Y'all, that was so kind. I appreciate it. I'm about to shed a tear. But yeah, I really like, I love the supporters. I love each and every one of y'all, but I really be wanting some of the trolls to call. I want the people who really don't like me to call. I'm okay with that. Like, honestly and truly, I am okay with that. And I guess people feel like, they're afraid or whatever. I don't know what it is that they won't call. They will talk so much shit about me, but won't say it to my face. So, yeah, no. I love YouTube too, Jocelyn. I really do. I'm starting to love it a lot more. I was really a little bit like, yeah, I don't know about this. But yeah, I'm starting to like it. But I like Straight from the A as well. What happened to Jasmine Eiland? Jasmine Eiland was the young lady who was on Facebook Live, who basically she was drugged and allegedly, and she fell out while this man who became like a friend of hers during the evening basically carried her away and assaulted her, and we all watched it on live video. So I just came through tonight just to talk about how Dominique Williams, who was the man involved, is headed to the grand jury. That's all. But I guess we off that now. Caller 7850, you are on the line. Hello.
Oh, hey, Michelle. Sorry. It's Robert.
Hey, Robert.
Hi, I was sending a text message and then you were like 7850. I was like, that number sounds familiar. Anyways, I won't keep you long. I do want to say that, as always, your judgment is spot on. I didn't call too much about Jasmine Eiland before because you and I were on the same page, and I feel like you don't need an amen corner, so I usually just send you positive vibes from afar and only call in when I have sort of like differences of opinion because I know you value that. And so I do want to say that, like, I respect what you did with Jasmine Eiland, and also I respect your opinion on Jussie Smollett because tomorrow, my hunch is that your suspicions are going to be confirmed with his Good Morning America interview. And so
Wait. I saw the clip. I know he said he's pissed off that people don't believe him, but why am my suspicions going to be confirmed? Tell me that, T.
Well, so your suspicions are going to be confirmed because supposedly his story won't add up and he is going to be evasive. So, yeah, I don't know if they're going to specifically ask him the question about the redacted text messages or phone logs, but it's not going to be the sort of cupcake interview that he was expecting.
Oh, so I got to get up early.
Well, exactly, and that's what I was like. I had a walk-in allergist appointment because I get allergy shots. I'm like, yeah, I might have to push that to 10 o'clock because I don't want to miss this. I want to watch it live.
Right.
Because, as soon as it, airs, everybody's going to have their own spin on it, and it's going to be real hard to, like, get the actual video. And people are already talking about, like, how he's another quad, the one tear just wouldn't drop, and I'm like, oh god. So yeah, it's gonna be, excuse my language, fuckery Friday.
But what do you think about the whole the phone records thing? And he turned over the phone records, but they were like highly redacted, and the police couldn't use them because like they couldn't get any information because he blacked out everything. So like,
yeah, and that's it. So this is what his official response is. He has private communications with other celebrities and other business people, and he doesn't want to, expose that. But my thing is, there is nothing that sensitive of a nature that you would have to redact. We're not talking about TMZ here.
Right.
We're talking about the police, right?
Right.
And yeah, there is a risk of it getting out to the wrong hand.
Mm-hmm.
But if you claim that you were almost lynched in 2019 in Chicago, you will want to hand over everything. And so it just feeds into the sort of conspiracy theorist narrative that he has something on his phone that maybe he shouldn't have.
Well, the thing is,
inappropriate,
he didn't have to turn over the phone, just the records. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's like, what's wrong with saying, okay, if you say you were on the phone with your manager or your whoever it was during the time of the attack, why is it so hard to give like a phone record that says at 9:05 p.m. you were on the phone for 10 minutes? Like, I don't understand why that's so difficult.
Well, exactly, and I just feel like at the end of the day, the interview is not going to make matters any better for him, right? Because you can't continue to play the victim, be evasive when answering questions, and then demand, people take your story head on. And so I think that, I'm sort of regretting that I was so aggressive in supporting him, because now it clearly is, some sort of, I think Todd from Real Housewives of Atlanta had a scheme to bring about the bullshit, as Aunt Bertha would say, because there's clearly nothing about that story that makes sense. And while I do think that he was a victim of an attack, I think that now the police are narrowing in on what happened before and after the attack. So it's not that the attack was in question, it's what he says happened before and what he says happened after. And I'm not going to, shame him for whatever he was doing, but it's clear that the story he has allowed the public consciousness to consume is not the accurate story. So I think we can all agree on that. And that doesn't mean he deserves to get assaulted. It just means, if I am assaulted at a subway or outside of a subway or by a subway at 2 a.m., it's I'm going to tell the truth. I don't know why he was evasive about that, but whatever it is, I can't wait to get your opinion on it. And I sent you a text message telling you to keep your head up, because I saw the tail end of the live. I'm probably going to watch it tonight or tomorrow, but yeah, don't let, the trolls who have nothing better to do get you down, because you have a purpose. And I told you that years ago, and years later, I'm still here. It's been a decade, and I remember telling you thank you when I was in grad school, because you were the only blogger willing to help out with the whole Trayvon Martin thing. When everybody else was, talking the talk, you were willing to walk the walk. And even though I didn't get to do that project because of, external reasons, it means a lot to me that you were there. You know what I mean? You didn't know me from a can of worms, and you replied to the text message, and then not text message, to the email message, and then even added me on Twitter, and I really appreciate that, and I respect it. And, and when I say I love you, I really do mean it, because at this point, you're the third sister in my head, right?
I appreciate you, Robert.
And one older brother. You're a sibling in my head. So, I do love you, and I'm rooting for you. And even when I don't agree with you, I just don't call in. I roll my eyes.
And that's okay. That's okay. We can still like each other. You cannot agree with me. I'm okay. I love you, Robert. Thank you so much. I appreciate
Absolutely.
you.
Love you too. All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
You are currently
we can all agree to disagree. You got what you say, Nora? Lee Daniels out here trying to pitch a real life script to see how y'all receive it. I don't know. Y'all think it's gonna be a smart move for Jussie to do this interview? I don't know if that was too smart. I wouldn't have did no kind of press or nothing. See, that's where these people get the big head. They be going to press and trying to make, they care too much about their image, to let, justice be served. So who cares about going to the press? Sit your ass at home, stay offline, stay off of interviews, and let the police handle it. Now it's as soon as you go online, whatever you say, it's going to be dissected. People gonna be looking at you crazy. This didn't add up to what he said last time. What he said in the nightclub don't add up to what he said on Good Morning America, and it's just gonna get worse. That's just gonna get worse. And I keep telling y'all, I was hoping and praying that Jamal lying wasn't lying, but I don't know. His story just not adding up. And a lot of people are like, it really doesn't matter if he was going to get drugs or if he was on a booty call. It really doesn't matter. It does matter when you've created this whole state of fear with MAGA, with nooses, with, like I said, you got the political aspect, you got the race aspect, you got the LGBTQ aspect, you got all of these aspects. So all of these people looking at you like, who are we gonna fight or not? What we gonna do or not? They ready to get out and march on your behalf and you lying? It ain't gonna be good. It ain't gonna be real good. But, that's my own personal opinion. Ain't nobody in Chicago scared. I mean, everybody that I know in Chicago was like, don't nobody believe him. And like the reporters be like saying stuff every other day. Like it's all a lie. So I don't know. You said crying wolf. That too, because if he's crying wolf, think about the next person if it really does happen. And then somebody else goes like, well, we know he lied because Jussie was lying. So it's not going to be good for anybody else. I don't think that's a good thing. And so for all the people who are like, he should be supported nonetheless. Like I always tell y'all, the LGBTQ community sticks together and they're all like, it doesn't matter. He should be supported. He was attacked. It does matter because the next person, the next one of you, if something happens, they gonna be less likely to believe it. That's just my personal opinion. Caller 6607, turn your computer down.
Hey, Michelle, this is Sarah. I was just calling to ask a question because I'm always playing the devil advocate when it comes to Jussie's situation.
Mm-hmm.
I know everybody thinks he's lying and stuff, and I mean, yeah, he's probably lying about some shit. But I just wanted to know. I had a question. Because I'm not keeping up with the details of it, but I'm just playing devil advocate on the victim part because I do know that he was attacked. So I don't know what's going on, but I do know that they said something like his phone records were making it hard for them to investigate. Mm-hmm. So say he is lying. Does that mean that we should have not believed him in the beginning, or does that mean that should we not have a good heart and believe him in the beginning and just let that be his karma? I don't know. I'm just confused because I don't understand. What do you think that he would be lying about? You know what I'm saying? Like what? I don't know.
I don't either. I mean, when it all first started, I'm not saying I didn't believe him because I did believe him when the story first broke. But as time went on and they were saying they couldn't find this and they couldn't find that, and he still had his sandwich when he came through the lobby, and this happened and that happened. He didn't want to call the police. The friend who called the police that did an interview, and he's saying, that black LGBTQ ain't supporting this. And so to me, it's like they're trying to instill this situation where everybody needs to rally behind Jussie for whatever this cause is. Like there's an agenda, and so I don't know. Like I don't know. I feel like
I'm like everybody. I'm sorry. Everybody is saying he didn't call the police. I'm sorry, I'm reading the comments, and then some people are saying there's like you said an agenda. So I'm confused. It's just so many. It seems like the media is almost twisting the story. Because I know the media does lie a lot in order to get clicks and bait. But I'm just it seems like since this story came out, it seems like the media is kind of just adding more things in there, or more things are coming out, so to speak, not just the media.
Well, my personal theory. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I'm just confused on what really happened. It's just okay, so say that he did get attacked, but it was on the basis of doing a drug deal. Who goes out at 2:00 in the morning and is freezing them? I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. I don't care if I'm a celebrity or not. And say he did do a drug deal. Say he was doing. What? But does that mean that he didn't get attacked? Maybe I don't know. I'm just confused on what. I want to know other people's opinion on what they think, what the theories are, or what he could have been doing. If it was a lie, if the attack was a lie, what is he covering up?
Well,
Because you can't
a
be
lot of people say he was
taking
covering
things.
up buying illegal drugs. So nobody gonna be like, oh, I went out to get me a bump or a blunt or whatever, and I got jumped. Ain't nobody gonna say that. So it's either illegal. It's something that he wouldn't want the police to know about. Because if he's single, who really cares if he's going out on a date? Like, I mean, I don't. Everybody know he's gay. So what difference does it make if he was on jacked or whatever? Like nobody cares about that.
That's what I was about to say. Right. Everybody knows he's gay. I mean, so that's not a secret. It's like, I want to know what people's real, like, what, because everybody's saying he's lying. So, like, what is he trying to cover up? If you can't, I don't think everybody in Hollywood does, like, not everybody, let me stop lying. That was horrible. Most people, like, do drugs, okay, in that industry. And it's like, that's not a surprise. That's not something that will just, I don't think that would just ruin him. Maybe what I do think could be a theory, if he is lying, it's probably just a scandal to get more ratings on Empire. But other than that, I mean, I want to know what other people's opinions are, because I don't see what the reason why somebody would just sit there and lie about being attacked.
Like, if you think about from the beginning, I don't feel like the story was Jussie's in the beginning. Like, he didn't speak out. Like, whoever called the police, they were the first point of contact. They were the first person to say, this happened, this happened, this happened. So I feel like the story kind of grew on its own, and this is my own personal theory, and that he kind of was stuck with the story. And he had to, you see what I'm saying? Because remember, TMZ was first to say he was attacked. It was a noose. The people, MAGA. They even said the people had on red hats, that Jussie had broken ribs, that he had been hospitalized. They had all of these facts from a source within the camp. So maybe Jussie is protecting his camp member or whoever's in the store. Then the whole situation of he was on the phone with the manager, and the manager heard people say MAGA and blah blah blah. So he's the star in the situation, right? And the star is accountable for all these people around him. If he's not working, there's a lot of people that's not gonna get paid, just like Wendy Williams' situation. So perhaps he's just protecting everybody around him. I don't know. It's odd to me.
Would you compare it? I'm sorry, I'm on too long. I'm just trying to say something. Would you compare it to, like, how people kind of victimize or victim shame? I'm sorry, like the R. Kelly situation and the Jasmine Eiland situation, because it seems like every time like there's a story out that somebody says they were like hurt and stuff, people want to deny it first, and then they want you're guilty until proven innocent kind of thing, or. And it's just like, I don't know, maybe I'm looking at it wrong, and I do see that there are flaws, there's story changes. I'm not that dumb, I see that, but like I said, I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm going to support the fact that he was attacked, but I mean there are holes and stuff, and I like to hear other people's opinions of what the theory is, because everybody is saying he's lying. So what is it he's lying about? I don't want to hear about drugs, because I feel like that's so tedious. I don't want to hear about it because he's gay. Everybody knows he's gay. It has to be something else, if he is lying, or I don't know. But that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll figure it out. We're gonna watch this. We're gonna watch the interview in the morning. We're gonna talk about it tomorrow. That's for sure.
Okay, I sure will be here, girl.
All right. Well, thank you for calling.
Thank you for taking my call.
All right. Bye.
Good night.
Yeah, we didn't went all off the subject, but that's cool. I mean, the Jussie Smollett, however you pronounce his last name, I'm really into it. I really want to know, what the deal is. I mean, again, like, are we fighting or not? Are we outraged or not? Like, what should we be doing? Like, we keep hearing the story, but the story is not adding up. And the more things that come out, we sitting here like, well, no, 1 + 1 = 2, but that's not equaling up to what Jussie's telling us. So, I don't know. We'll see tomorrow what happens. Meanwhile, like I was telling y'all, let me hang up this phone. On the site, there is the whole situation about Jasmine Eiland. You can go from beginning to end. You can see what happened, the video that started it, the girl who came forward, the court case, the news about her suing, Opera. All of that is on the site right now. What you say, Nora King? It's all strange. He got jumped by 2 grown-ass men and ended up with only 3 scratches on his face. Well, Why would they call the popo and lie like that? That's the point, you know. He didn't call the police. His friend called the police, remember? And they were saying that he didn't even want to call. So if he didn't want to call, that's like, well, I don't want to get the people involved. Like, you know, let's keep this between us. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm about to go. It's midnight now. I'm about to go finish watching My Handmaid's Tale. I'm almost finished with season 2, and I might start talking about that. I kept my promise, Roblo Pro. Thank you. Now y'all can't. Now C. Patterson can't talk about me. I haven't even seen T. Patterson today. I always saying that I say I'm gonna be here and I ain't. I'm here. But good night, you guys. Thank you for tuning in for this brief little live. Please, if you haven't watched the last live, it is in the community section. It's also on the Michelle Brown channel. We was on live for an hour and 45 minutes shooting shit. If you like this video, like it. I know it's a whole bunch of you that's gonna not like it just because it's me. Thumbs down. I'm just happy you here. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Bye, T90. Good night, K God's Child, Sarah, Vivi, Chef Disaster, Naj. Y'all see I'm rotating them wrenches. I just throw them out and I pick them back up. Tomorrow it might be somebody else or not. I don't know. Since Zills won't make his presence seen in my live no more. I done kicked him out, honey. I done kicked him out. No, I'm kidding. But good night, you guys. I will see you tomorrow. And I'm out.